Welcome. I'm Sharon, and I'm here with Janae Jacobson from Portland, Oregon, where you have been a choir director for senior citizens. Isn't that right?
That is absolutely true.
So
yes.
Tell me about your experiences there.
Well, I actually had a great experience when I was going to school with a senior citizen community. We were learning to conduct, and we ended up visiting a local nursing home, and we were able to practice our conducting there. And they were such a great audience, so supportive, that I really took that passion and did it outside after I got out of school. So yeah,
Well,
it's been a
that's
great experience.
And how long have you been in Nashville?
In August of 2019, so coming up, I will have been here for 5 years, and I can't believe it. Yeah.
Are you continuing to work with seniors?
I am continuing to work with seniors. This is now more of a church choir deal, but they are definitely in my choir, and I'm just excited to have them. The mature voice is a interesting vocal mechanism to work with.
The little warble.
Yes. yes, absolutely. It's so interesting because the vocal cords are like a rubber band, and even through natural use, through our years, the warble can kind of come in because you're stretching that band over and over again.
Yeah.
So it happens, and it's just different techniques than you would sing when you're 10 years old. Yes.
So is it true that the people in Portland are weird?
I think I'm evidence of that, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We are definitely weird. We have our quirks, but we're very proud of our quirks. So beer and coffee are definitely true, and as is the food scene there, as is unicycles and mustaches, but we're very proud of that as well.
So weirdness is encouraged?
Weirdness is very encouraged and celebrated, yes.
And you found a kind of a culture change in Nashville. Weirdness is not really encouraged so much.
Yes and no. I feel like people have very chic niches here. So they will choose something that is weird but make it very chic.
So they are chic weirdos in Nashville.
I would say so,
okay.
Yes.
Well, I really appreciate you coming and visiting with us. And I hope that you will embrace our chic weirdness in Nashville.
Thank you, Sharon. It was good to be here.
It was good to meet you, and I hope you come visit us again.
Thank you very much. I would love to.
Thank you, and thank you all for visiting.
Good morning, audience. Welcome to the Dating Show. I'm your host, John Springer. Well, today we're going to be talking about social media and dating. And I have a wonderful guest who's a blogger, and hey, she's been on dates. The one and only Miss Blair.
Hello.
How are you, Miss Blair?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good. So let's go ahead and dive on to it. Tell me about social media and dating. Have you been on social media and looked for dates or anything?
I haven't successfully found any dates on there.
Okay.
I did have one time in the MySpace days. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I did meet a few people. There was one guy, but I remember I think he played basketball overseas, so he invited me to come visit him in Dubai, and I just thought that might not be so smart. Yeah. Considering I hadn't met him in person. So I didn't take him up on that offer. But I have another friend who met his wife through Instagram. So there are pluses and minuses.
Well, I was just going to ask, so does it kind of seem like it's scary to go on social media and kind of meet? Because, you know, all this catfishing is going on.
So true.
And so, I mean, what about dating like in person? Like maybe meeting somebody at the grocery store, or the church, or maybe at the club or something. Have you done that?
I have met, I've been most successful meeting people through mutual friends or family. But I think the key is to be open, to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and see what's out there.
Okay. How many dates have you been on? You don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's a very unique question there. I think maybe ballpark figure 30.
Well, let me ask you this then. What are you looking for in a partner?
I would say first and foremost, he has to have a love for God.
Okay.
And then just a loyal and a humble spirit, somebody who's willing to make me laugh, but to also be willing to take care of his family.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, I noticed that you didn't say much about money, but taking care of your family, that goes with that.
Yes.
So that's great. Because nowadays, you know, women working and men working, and a lot of times we got women that make more money, and, you know.
It's very true.
And so we got men just kind of like, I don't know, you're intimidating and so forth. Have you ever like ran into anything close to that?
I have, and we didn't make it past the first date when I realized that they really wanted a woman to pretty much be barefoot and pregnant.
Okay. Well, we're running out of time, but next week we're going to make sure we work with Miss Blair and continue this. So I'll see you guys next week on The Dating Show.
What's your name?
Santiago. How can I help you?
I'm Janae Jacobson, and I'm just trying to figure out what is going on right now. What's happening here in Newtown?
So what's going on in Newtown is, I don't know if you've been listening to radio. The government has shut us down. As you can see, we got an outbreak of zombies going on.
Yes.
So they're advising people to stay inside. So I don't know why your crazy self is outside, but stay inside.
Okay, so what should everyone do that is not security, and what is the security doing around our town, though?
What we're trying to do is get everybody isolated away from everything. If you can board up your windows, keep lights off, keep as quiet down as you can. If you happen to notice a neighbor looking at you kind of weird and looking like you would look like steak, you run. Don't give them a hug. Don't say bye, Bobby. Leave them alone.
All right. So if you notice anything about your neighbors' friends, I'm hearing that if they seem at all off, get away from them immediately, board up your windows. What if you are with someone and you are boarded up your windows and you're inside and you realize they're a zombie? What do you do?
If they look like they're about to give you a hickey, more than likely they're not. They're trying to make you dinner. So what you want to do is, if you can, get something sharp, get something blunt to knock a head trauma, and that usually puts them down. If not, you got 50 Shades of Grey, tie them up to the bed and do the exorcism thing and leave them alone.
Okay. What can you tell us about these zombies? Because I know in a lot of movies, zombies are slow moving. What are these zombies like?
Well, as you can see, the zombie way over there, you got plenty of time to just walk away from him.
So we're safe right now?
Correct.
Okay, good.
Now, as he walks slowly towards you, you want to just keep your distance. Once he gets in the range, you want to make sure nothing's around, so you always want to keep yourself back to the walls. That way you don't have to worry about your back.
Okay.
But it's just real simple. It's just like running from a toddler, pretty much. If you get yourself cornered, the toddler's going to touch you and want to play with your phone.
Okay.
But the zombies want to do more than that. They want to play with your guts and stuff. Yeah, the simple stuff.
Okay, so guys, if you have any cuts, get out of there immediately. Get into a boarded area, a safe area. It sounds like they're slow moving this time, which is great. But if you have any blood wounds, get away from the area immediately. You mentioned distraction. What can you do to distract? Is there anything you can do to distract a zombie?
There's several things. You can throw firecrackers on the ground. You can throw glass bottles to take because they have high sense of hearing. You can throw it away from you, and that sound will take them towards that direction. Unless you got a blood, then they'll smell that. So you want to make sure you're clean and all that good stuff.
Oh, Santiago, I'm so sorry. The zombie is getting really close. Are we still okay?
Oh, at the moment we got good, but we should start getting ready to head out of here.
Okay, Santiago, I'm going to go down to the library, guys. The library is safe. Santiago, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Good for
I'm gonna take care of
meeting
this
you.
guy.
Thank you. See you later.
Expert. Today I would like to know all the different facets of art that draw you and fulfill you. So I know that you mentioned during our break that photography is your favorite. Could you tell me what drew you to that?
Photography has always been something I have enjoyed. Even when I was really young, I happened to have a natural eye that my dad noticed. He eventually allowed me to use his professional grade camera. And it just kind of set me free. It allowed me to capture aspects of the world. The cool thing about photography is it preserves our history with your family photos, you know, to things that happen in the news, to things that happen in sports and personal events. It's something that you can have in a frame on your phone that's special to you, that helps you kind of remember that special moment in your life. And to be able to be part of that process, whether you're doing someone's family photos, weddings, a boudoir shoot, senior photos, it's that special moment that I feel honored to participate in. And to be able to bring my talent and the years that I've spent learning about the craft to give them something to help honor their memories.
So what would you say is probably the most memorable shoot that you ever did?
Oh, that's a great question. Gosh, I've been very fortunate to have a lot of shoots. Probably the one would be this past spring when I got to do family photos and senior portraits for a young boy of someone I knew from a previous experience, and she brought me in because it was her grandson who was graduating.
Oh,
her
wow.
daughter didn't have a lot of money to hire like a high-end photographer, but to be able to sit down and give them these portraits that really encapsulated, you know, it was her only son. She was sending him off to college, and it was just really special to be in that moment and see the mom tear up and knowing, like, you know, she was so proud of her son graduating, and just to be able to be part of that experience is probably something that really warmed my heart.
So would you say that creative expression is a good way to bond with those around you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it can be anything creative. It can be as simple as like sitting down coloring with somebody. And it could be as simple as going out and taking leaves and creating a project with somebody. Like it doesn't you don't have to have a high-end camera to find a way to be creative, to bond with someone, to have that moment with someone. It could be going out and getting some flowers and creating a flower arrangement, taking it to someone in a nursing home. Like there's so many endless options that you don't have to be backed into a corner and be like, well, I don't have the money for this. You can go out in nature. Nature is a beautiful expression of life, and just pick up random little things and put it together and create something special to share with anybody.
Well, we would all like to thank you here.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely.
Good morning, America. Your favorite anchor, Cassius Smith, and I come to you with a strange story today, a very peculiar story. I'm here with Janelle. Keep going.
Oh.
Keep going. Okay, I'm here with Janae, and we have a very strange story for you today.
We do.
4 for 4, Mally. What? 4 for 4 value menus from Wendy's falling out the sky. Yes, raining food.
Gosh.
Let's hear what she has to say about this.
Yeah, it is a very strange occurrence, I have to be honest, Cash. Usually it's rain or hail, but today it is French fries, lettuce, and tomatoes. So as you can imagine, lots of people are getting hit by these giant French fries. Salt is just raining down on their skin. The grease is greasing the streets. And man, the lettuce everywhere. People are sliding, cars are crashing into each other. It's chaos.
Well, you hear that here. Is there any other particular things going on?
Yeah, well, people are not sure what to do. Some of them are going outside into the street, collecting the French fries and bringing them into their house and making it into a meal. And then some of them are, I have to laugh about it, some of them are trying to use scooters on the lettuce. They're just running down the street in scooters and lettuce.
Very dangerous.
Absolutely, we have had a lot of crashes out there. So the interstates are clogged up with all kinds of junk food.
Well, if you're out there today and you see snow mounds full of ice cream or French fries on your front step, do not, I repeat, do not take them into your house and eat that delicious snack. Is there any other things we should be aware of this tragic event?
Absolutely. I'm glad you said don't eat it, because here's the thing is once the French fry hits the ground, because it is part of the rain, there is a little bit of moisture, and so that fry is now soggy, which means that it's contaminated with all the pollution, the oils, the trash that are in the street.
Yes, and we are now coming live with 40 different reports of different bacteria and different illnesses coming from eating this food on the ground.
stay away from the food on the ground. Do your best. If there's something coming directly from the sky and you would like to try to catch it in your mouth, you're fine to do it if it's a light droplet, but man, avoid the heavy things like burgers and patties.
Better bring your goggles out for that one.
Right, yes. So yeah, be safe.
Be safe. Well, that's all that we have today for this story. Stay safe. Don't eat French fries from off the ground. And that would be it. Goodbye, America.
Dang, Blair, what caused you to end up in here? You know what you did today?
Well, they brought me in because I had a warrant for all of my expired tags and then all the traffic tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how long I'll be in here. Hopefully I can get out in like a day.
Sad
Maybe.
thing is, do you know what you did last summer, though?
I do.
And what was this?
I went to Barbados.
Are you sure?
I am sure. And then I met somebody,
Uh-huh.
but he was annoying. So I just, I had to get rid of him.
How come?
He was annoying
Why, though? What made him so annoying that you had to get rid of him?
because he kept trying to eat all of my food. Every time I would order a drink, he would order a drink. Then he kept trying to put it on my tab. And then he actually offered me, when I called him out on it, he said, let's go to dinner. I said, fine. And then I went, and then he ordered all of this food and disappeared. So I had to pay for it. It was his idea.
Okay. So do you think that's justification for killing this guy, Bobby, right here?
I do.
Why?
Well, look at him.
But he won't go home to his family no more.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm good
But how do you sleep with yourself at night?
because I'm focusing on getting these traffic tickets taken care of because I have an appointment at the hair salon, so I really need to get out of here.
What about Bobby's here? He can't get a speeding ticket no more. He could barely get a speeding ticket for that hairline he got, but we let him off.
And I think that that's all right. I think Bobby's in a better place. He can't rip off anybody anymore.
Yeah, but he can't rip him off. He can't cut him off in line either, and that's why you're here, because you cut him off.
I won't be here for long.
Do you think you got an escape route in the works?
I believe that I do. You're going to help me. You just don't know it yet.
How in the world would you consider I would help you after you killed this poor man?
Well, you've already left your keys out a few times. You do it every evening.
No, I don't regard this.
You'll do it again at about 10:15, right before you go on your lunch break.
I don't think I'll do that, but just in case I do, I'm gonna have somebody double check my keys. And right now they're sitting right here on the side, and I doubt that I will personally leave them anywhere in sight for you to grab them. And I don't know why would you think that would work for you.
Okay, whatever you say.
Oh, well, I guess I'll be going to lunch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Keys. Told ya. Woohoo!
And welcome to On the Horizon. And we welcome our next guest, John, who is an expert in some of the meet and threes that we have around town. John, what are some of the qualities you look for in a good meet and three?
Well, one, I like the vegetables. I want to make sure that the vegetables, especially like macaroni and cheese, no one can do it better than my mom. So a lot of times I go to restaurants and it's either too cheesy, too runny, but that's one thing I look for. And then the other ones, make sure they're not overcooked. Nothing worse than eating green beans that crunch. And then pretty much on the meats, I like the meat to make sure it's tender and juicy.
Absolutely. So what are a couple of your favorite meet and threes where's your go-to, like on a Sunday after church and you're really just hankering for it? Where do you head off to?
Oh, wow. So I have a couple of them. I have one Piccadilly's. Usually I get baked chicken and macaroni and cheese, turnip greens, and cabbage. Got to go with that. On certain times, I love catfish. So catfish with some coleslaw and some fries, hush puppies, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Are there any other favorites that you like to hit up that you enjoy? And
Well, there's another restaurant I usually go to that's by my house. It's H&T. It's actually one of my friends. She cooks very well. You get nice sized portion of the food, and you can't go wrong with the turkey and dressing, or the fried chicken, or or the baked chicken, or anything like that. So.
perfect.
And the dessert. When
Oh,
we're
tell
talking
me
about
about the desserts.
you always get a nice sized dessert.
Yeah?
Where everybody else usually gives you like little small piece, but she gives you a nice slice of cake, and it does the body good.
Yeah,
Yes.
excellent. So how long have you been going there? Because you've been a national native for quite some time now.
Yes, I've been over 20 plus years, so I've been going there probably about 10, and then Piccadilly's I would say about 10 as well.
That's
so,
awesome.
but I'm actually venturing out. So if you know any restaurants or anybody that can tell me more about some meat and threes, please tell me, because I'd love to go to it.
Perfect. Well, I really sincerely appreciate you coming in, and you've been so generous and sharing this information,
not a
being a little
problem.
expert in the local food fair for meat and threes. And that's all the time we have for today. So please tune in next week when we welcome Ziggy, the airbrush artist, who can magically turn herself into a zebra, and Tilly the turtle, where we can ask that burning question, Tilly, why are you so slow? And all that and so much more on the horizon. We'll see you then.
Good evening, everybody out there in television land. It's Rod and Cass again, here to talk about sports. You see the game Sunday with the Titans and the Patriots?
Oh, yeah, I saw that game. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, I'll tell you.
That was some game. You know what? I'm glad it's been, like, I don't know, 16 years since we beat the Patriots. I hate those melon farmers. Well, we got a pretty good win there, and win against Dallas the week before that. Got the Colts coming up next. What do you think we're going to do?
I don't know. You know, the Titans have a good history of falling in and out of good positions and good situations they put themselves in. But I feel like if they keep that defense up against the Colts, I feel like we might actually have a chance to go into the playoffs again this year.
That would be good because, we always had trouble with Andy Luck in the past, but, Andrew Luck. But this time I think we might be able to get him, Think about those Colts. I hate those melon farmers. So tell me, you think we got a chance to win the division? You think we can catch Houston?
Right, that's a big plate to fill. That's a real big for the Titans, because I don't know what it is about the Titans. I feel like they give us good players, but the team can't function as a team.
But I think the new coach, I think he's got them functioning pretty well. I mean, the last two games, had them working solid. Defense was solid.
Personally, I like the old coach. I really don't understand why they got rid of him other than his contract, but I like the old coach better than the newer coach, even though we still are in a better predicament with a better record.
Yeah, I can understand that too. Well, time will tell. We might be crying for his head just like we cried for the Malarkey's head and, the ones before him. But like I said, if we can get the Texans, and I hate those melon farmers, if we can get them, I think we have a good chance of catching and winning the division.
Yeah, we should have a good chance anyways. We beat terrific Tom.
Yeah.
We should have a good chance to get into first division.
I think so too. Well, I'll tell you what. I can see us going maybe 2 rounds to the playoffs this year instead of 1.
Stop it. Yeah. We're going all the way.
All the way.
All the way.
All right. Well, that might happen too, but, we got to get past teams like probably Kansas City, and Kansas City's playing good.
Yeah, Kansas City this season, I have seen the stats. Kansas City's going to be a hard team to beat.
Yeah, and the Chargers,
The Chargers.
We always have trouble with the Chargers. We haven't beat them in a while. And we may have to face the Patriots again, I hate those. I hate those the melon farmers. They just make me sick every time I look at them. But if we can beat Tom Brady again, then I think, we'll get our due props.
I hope we can beat him again because, Tom Brady and the Patriots, those are the kings of the comeback. So I don't know if it was just a lucky game this past Saturday or this past Sunday. I'm sorry, but this past Sunday. But hopefully we can still find a way to beat them.
I think we can. Well, folks, that's all we got time for today. Tune in next week and we'll go at this again.